So I've been sent this image in. It's a JPEG and somebody wants to image trace it, and you can do that under vector and image trace. And if we zoom in, it's not very good. We want a black and white silhouette. And down here with the image trace options, we've got an edge threshold. And if we zoom that up, you can start to see it gets rid of a lot of these artifacts here. So if we just bring that up, we can get rid of all those. And we just need to make sure that the image is pretty similar to the JPEG that it was before. And we've got a curve fitting tolerance here that we can move up and down. But to have a better picture of what's going on, under here we've got no split view, and mirror view. Now split view is good because we can use this slider here to see what it was before, which is this, and what it is after, which would be vectorized. So if we put this in the middle here and we bring the edge threshold right down, you can see now how good an image trace it does. And we can bring that right up, make sure we get rid of all these, and just make sure we've got nice sharp points and everything follows correctly. And you can just use this slider to go backwards and forwards just to make sure everything looks good. Now, the image trace feature isn't very good in Affinity. So if you don't seem to get exactly what you want, then I would suggest using a different program. Maybe xTool Creative Space or LightBurn if you have that. So let's have a look at those. So first up, we're going to use xTool Studio. And if we select the image, up here we have a trace feature. And if we select that, we have this pop-up. And over here we can use the fuzziness threshold sliders, and we can alter those. And we've got a denoising and a smoothness. And we can just adjust these until we can see that we've got a nice smooth image. And this is good because we do have the black outline, so we can actually see how good a trace this is going to do. So if we zoom right in here, we do have a bit of noise around here. We can boost up the denoising and play about with the fuzziness threshold and the smoothness as well. We also have a center tracing, which will just give a single outline where it feels is best. But obviously this is not what we want for this. So we'll go back to auto tracing. And we have layering by color too, which again, we don't really need. So all we need to do is adjust the sliders up and down. And once you're happy that the lines are following close to the original image, then all we need to do is click on Save. And then all we need to do is zoom out. We can click on the image and move that out of the way. And then we're left with the actual vector outlines. And if we select them, we can put them on the engrave layer to see what the image would look like. Then next up we have LightBurn, and again if we select the image we would just need to go to Tools and Image Trace. And if we zoom in on this, I'm going to make this a bit bigger, you can already see it's doing a great job with these settings as preset. And if we go back down here, the bottom of the U seems a lot smoother and the A is not too bad, apart from there is a bit of rounding going off in the middle. So we can play with the threshold and boost this up, and that'll kind of sharpen those out a little bit. And if we bring up the cutoff, you may see some artifacts like this. So you can either bring that right up, but then you'll end up with these rounds here, which isn't very good. So we're going to leave the cutoff at 0. And then again, all we need to do is play with the threshold to move that up and down until you get something that you like. And it's quite sharp there now, nice smooth U. And once we're happy with that, we just need to click on OK. And there we have the vectors all ready to go. And then what we could do is if we wanted a 2-layered sign, would be to select it all, copy and paste, and move one out of the way. And I'm going to delete the outer board for this one, so we're just left with this. And then I'm going to select everything and control click the outer board to deselect, and then we could change the inner lines to a different colour. And then we could use the red lines as a score cut for locators, and this could be a proper cut all the way through to plant on the top to make it a double layered sign. Well, I hope you found this helpful. Please like and subscribe. Check out my Patreon for free files and early releases, and I'll see you in the next video.